Hello and welcome back to Neverwinter Nights 2 Mask of the Betrayer, where we're at the last bits, possibly, of the Mask of the Betrayer story. I don't think we'll be completing anything today, but it is coming up soon. So for now we were stumped by this last challenge to become a proper berserker. And we do want to become a berserker. Actually not for any good reason, but you know, just so to say, I am a berserker. Because that's certainly something that Denson would want to say at a tavern. Look at his face. Look at his face. That face is definitely screaming berserker. Yes. He does have the weird horn hat for it. Anyways, but we don't have the hit points to manage this properly, because it's just shy of the 200 hit points I would need naturally to complete this thing. So, we are going to go to option 2. We're going to cheat. So what we're going to do, like every time we do this, they will dispel all our buffs and equipment and everything. But there is a way to cheat this. So we are going to do that. So what we're going to do, we'll pause it. And we'll give Gan the order to make us immune to cold with a spell.
I would say yes.
So we begin the conversation. And quickly say yes. Now he completed the spell after it was described. So we are now currently immune to cold. So that makes this a whole lot easier. No questions. Yeah, no questions. Wink wink. Oh dear, I am so cold. I am so cold. Oh dear, I am really cold. Look at how cold I am. Look at my nipples. Look at them! Yes, I am really cold. Oh my toes. My pee-pee is shrinking so much. I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. I forgot what her voice is. You're a survivor, stranger. I doubt even an ice troll could have done any better. Your things are in the chest by the tub. My thing is in there? Oh no! They cut it off. But yes. Now we've completed all the trials. And if we have a little chat with Jurak. Welcome to the Ice Troll Berserker Lodge, Outlander. You have business here? Yes, I've completed all the initiation rites. I know! I've watched you humble our members, and I can say with pride that you are now one of us. Sadly, no. What did I actually ask? Does that mean I can train your fighting style? Sadly, no. The way you fight is too different from our method. You would have to learn to fight much more aggressively to incorporate our techniques. Still, I can show you a few things. And that's how you do it. You now have a firm grasp of how the star style works. Continue to practice and you will be nigh invulnerable in the field of battle. No thanks to you, thank you, Outlander, for reminding us that as strong as we are, there are others who are just as strong. We must not will. Oh, sorry, I will repeat it. We must not, will not fall to a sense of complacency. We shall train twice as hard from this day forward. The other berserkers groan loudly. Just for that, you're all swimming 2 laps across the river tomorrow. The berserkers groan again, but not so loudly this time. Oh, and now that you are mentioned, Denson, you may wish to speak to the others to train with them. They'll have harder challenges in store for a fellow berserker, but the challenges are often more rewarding. I thank you for your advice. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. You get some loot off it, but those are really hard. I suppose we could do the ice challenge again with the same cheat. Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's just do that. Okay, so get close. Tell Gan to start casting immunity to cold. Pause it so it happens.
Yes.
Get that ready. Unpause. What do I? Sounds good. Let's begin. There we go. This time, Julia sprinkles some sparkling powder into the water, which immediately crystallizes it. Smiling in satisfaction, her hand weaves a strange pattern in the air before beckoning you to enter. You find yourself completely unprepared. How much colder the water is than before. Your body immediately begins to go numb, and you wonder if this was a good idea. Yes, this was a great idea. Look at this. Ah, yes, I'm so cold. Look at my nipples, it proves it! The chill of the water permeates your being, and you suddenly feel strong empathy for those adventurers unfortunate enough to meet their ends at the wrong end of a white dragon. The top of the water has frozen over again, encasing you, and your sluggish mind recalls tales of the hells and relating how some of its levels are composed of unending ice. As your breathing becomes more ragged, your body screams for release from the unrelenting cold. Just as you grasp consciousness begins to slip, you are gently lifted from the pool and placed on the floor. Well done, Denson. You are the first to complete this advanced test. Wait, you mean none of you have done this before? Not successfully, no, which makes you... your achievement all the much more remarkable. Well then, I am proud to be the first. I believe there was a prize. Here, take this with pride. You deserve nothing less. I'm allowed to give you any of our special draughts, but this should make up for it. Your other things are in the chest. Okay, so we got a ring. Okay. Guess that's a ring of cold immunity of some kind. Yeah, major cold resistance. That's nice, but it's not super.
Get in line. Follow me.
Oh, okay, so it was already moved and put back into my inventory. That is nice. Okay. So we probably cannot beat the strength challenge, I imagine. We re-equip everything. But at least we got one advanced challenge done. And the drinking challenge, yeah, there's also no way. Our constitution is just not good enough for such things. Denson was not made to be a berserker. He's a dandy boy. That's not his helm. That's his helm. So next up on round off, there is one more part of the Death Scope that we haven't explored yet. That was the passage down the center at the lower level, so we can go and explore that as a last thing, and also recharge a bit of our spirit energy. We are a bit low there. We should try and grab as many spirit essences as we can down there. Let's see, where can we find a portal? It's bright day. We probably have to go through the theater, so I'll just quickly skip ahead to where we actually are, where we're supposed to be. Alright, so here we are at the lower levels. We got our put things to rest powers ready. Let us go and explore this little alcove or hallway. Ah, locked door, so we will need Kaji's help here.
Yes.
Yes, we do need Kaji, so get him out of here! Okay, well, you do your buffs there, lady. Can I actually also change Kaji's portrait? There we go. See, much more appropriate. There are things on the other side of that door. Success not possible? That is curious. My. Okay. That forms a problem, as they've given up no other thief. Well, There are less subtle ways to open a door. So Kaji will just move right over here.
Yes.
And tell Kaji to stand his ground.
Stand your ground on this spot.
The rest of the team can go. Okay, well, let's open it less subtly then. It doesn't seem to work. Would an elemental type of damage maybe help? Okay, now do we have any elemental damage in and about our group?
For the crusade.
Yes, acid. Let's try and acid thing at the door open. No, that doesn't work either. Well, that's very frustrating.
Yes.
The one with the 40 we can probably get open if we put some kind of buff on Kaji. So do we have heroism of some kind with us?
To me, my allies, I shall lead.
Again, do you have anything? No, we don't really have anything here.
Come this way.
I mean, Fox's cunning does not help with picking locks. We need to, like, cat's grace for that. I guess we could rest again and then do this. So I guess that'll be the option to buff Kaji up to hell. Seems to be the solution here. Do we have a heroism? Could at least, yeah, get a... Could probably at least get an empowered cat's grace. That might be a idea. Standard. Can that not be empowered? Cat's grace? Can be extended, but I would like a higher buff here. Persistence? I guess not. Okay, well, we'll prep a way to get that door open and we'll be right back with you. Well, sad news. I did get this door open and there's apparently a mummy behind it. Just barely by doing the buffs that I got. But from my calculations there is no way to get the DC 45 door open. So sadly that one we'll have to do without. Ah, there's a vampire agent. Let's hope we can eat the vampire agent. That would be nice. Okay. Keep a close eye. Okay, do it now! Did I get it? Yes, I got 2 brilliant spirit assets. Brilliant! So now we're harvesting for resources more like. Oh, and apparently one of the mummies have gotten through the door. Somehow. They can get through doors, but apparently now we can't. I'm half tempted to just illegally teleport or something. So, let's see what's actually in here. And then we'll probably get to some enchanting done. Oh, here's an actual trap. Kaji! It's a real shame that we didn't learn the heroism, the greater heroism That sucked. What was the roll there? Ah, A1. Okay then. That is fair.
Yes?
A sickle. Interesting. That could be a decent weapon for, since it's simple, so it should be able to be used by Sophia as well. Oh, offering urns. Those are for eating later. Because they spawn like little ghosty things that we can eat. And get spirit essence off. So we'll save those for the harvest, as it were. But yeah, I have tried a lot of things to get through this door. We can maybe even have a slight look what would be on the other side. There's one chest. That seems to be about it. So one piece of loot we'll be missing out on. Oh well. I can live without that. There's a trap on there. See if we can get that off at least. Kaji, you really aren't good at this, are you? Yeah, let's see. He has... Yeah, we got it to 40. But there's no way... Could we even do it with greater heroism? Let's actually see, because I have bought potions of greater heroism. But sadly those apparently cannot be used on... the familiar characters. Alright, so let's see what our increase in skill is. I wonder if you can get a summary of the increases. I have no clue, but I guess we couldn't even do that without it. Alright, so what we're probably going to do now, we have, we need at least a better armor. Like this one has seen us through, it is pretty good, but we can do better, especially with Tenzin, since naturally his dexterity is kind of crap, so we definitely want to have like a heavier armor, a full plate armor. We have an adamantine full plate right here, so we'll be enchanting that one. Yes, I will just harvest a few more resources, see where we can get, and then I'll be with you to discuss the last steps and the results. So back in a moment. So we have prepared what I could, at least with the resources that I have. Honestly, I've done better. Maybe I should also sell some of this stuff. That might be an idea. But for now, let's go over what we made. So Ephraim stack helm, pretty much the same thing, no changes. I like the deflection bonus. It was hard to get deflection on things, plus the divine resistance is very unique. Next up we have Shroud of the Elder Doom is turned into Shroud of the Morning Lover, which is pretty much the same, only it is resistant to electricity. I added that on top of it. Then we made the Adamantine Plate Mail to the Heart's Guardian. It's a +7 with 25% bonus hit points, extra damage reduction for Adamantite, and a regeneration bonus. I just put these on because mostly the level drain immunity. It's one of the immunities I don't have yet, it's handy. Now, Girdle's Lover's Might is actually a +8 strength girdle now, plus the spell thing, so that puts us to a nice 30 strength. Very lovely. Then we have Footsteps of Akashi. This one gives a reflex bonus, since that's our lowest save and now is somewhat decent. And an extra charisma bonus, because I didn't get charisma from other things, so here we go. This is still the likely amulet. Mostly actually it's kind of like outdated, the +6 constitution we get from other stuff, but the +5 natural armor is nice, and I added a fire resistance to it. So very nice. Then we added an extra 8 level spell slots to the Ring of Evasion. This is still the same. The shields we added, we upgraded the shield bonus to +7, and added a regeneration bonus to that as well, giving us a nice 47 armor class. And our weapon is already like, yeah, it already has too much stuff to keep track of, but it's still good. So that's it for at least for Denson. Now
Yes.
for the rest, yes, we have upgraded the stats a little bit on the boots, the shield, and that was about it. I didn't have the stuff to really do an intelligence upgrade.
Yes.
I gave Kaylin my old sword, and I gave her the brown dragon statue, which gives an acid immunity, which is just nice. Suppose we could give her some regeneration or something on her shield. We might be doing that, guess. And it's now a +7 shield. And she got my old armor because, well, it offered more protection than the armor she was wearing. Also more acid immunity, so guess she's gonna be really resistant against acid for some reason. Otherwise, I think everything is still the same for her. Yes.
Yes.
Then gun, I bought some arrows and gave him a electrical bow, so that yeah, he does a lot of electrical damage if he runs out of spells, which is slow. And I also upgraded the belt, so it actually gives like all the stats he kind of needs. So now his stat is spread out but decent, and that's about it for what we've been doing with equipment wise.
I would say yes.
Now we are pretty much ready to proceed, I think. I mean, we could sell some stuff, but honestly, do we need it still? I don't think we do. Ah, we already looted this. So we have the gate. Let us open up the gate. You approach the gate, and a presence shifts within you as before. A surge of anticipation, perhaps recognition. The keyhole is the same as the first door, a thin vertical opening crafted to fit the sword. Insert the sword of Gif into the keyhole. And so it opens. Betrayer's Gate, a pathway into the City of the Dead, which is quite unique. That is not an easy place to go to for any mortal. Like, the outer planes are actually fairly easy to travel to if you really want to and have some magic. But the Fugue planes, that's kind of a unique case. Not so easy to get to as a mortal, so this is interesting. And especially a permanent portal, yeah, that is not normal. So I think with that, it's time. Well, it's time in the next episode to step through this gate. For now, we'll leave it as is. Yes, I know, cruel anticipation. I do hope you'll join me next time for possibly the final chapter of this adventure into the City of the Dead. So, join me then. Bye bye and goed aan roel.